Hi, Aggies. It's Chancellor May and Michelle. It's time for Thursday Thoughts.
Oh, so many.
A lot.
I tell you one that I always tell people, which I think it was hysterical, was Jordan was scared of the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
And when her teeth would fall out, she would put her teeth underneath Simone's pillow for the money.
She wanted the money, but she didn't want any parts of that fairy.
She's like, I don't want the tooth fairy to come into my room at night. It gets even better. Simone would say, well, can I get part of her money since the tooth fairy is coming into my room?
She wanted the fee.
And I never forget, Simone had lost a really big tooth.
Yeah.
And she's like, Mom, do I get more money for a bigger tooth?
You're giving everybody the impression that Simone is very mercenary. And she is.
Oh, we have so many funny kids stories.
I'll tell one for each child. I'll start with Jordan on the youngest. Jordan once, we were away and she was being babysat by her grandmother, Michelle's mom. And Jordan went away down the street to play with her friends and didn't tell her grandmother where she was. And when she came back, her grandmother was angry. And, Jordan was getting in trouble, but Jordan ran from her grandmother and she ran around the house. She couldn't catch her. Eventually, Jordan got to one of the bathrooms and she closed the bathroom and locked it. And her grandmother was banging on the door. Jordan, you come out here. She was really mad. But eventually she got tired because Jordan will wait you out. She's not, She waited till she didn't hear any more knocking and she heard her walk away. And then she ran upstairs. She told us the story. She ran upstairs to her room and locked her door in her bedroom. Didn't have any consequences.
Actually, my mom called me laughing. She goes, your daughter hid from me. I couldn't find her.
Remember when Simone went to the water park with you?
Oh, and I lost her.
Bad mommy lost her child.
Shame on me.
Yeah, and Michelle's frantically looking for Simone. And then, eventually a few minutes pass and Simone taps her on the back of the shoulder. Simone found her mom, not the other way around. And everything turned out okay.
Oh my gosh, these kids I have so many funny stories, but I always go back to the fairy tale, tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Always cracks me up.
There's no good handbooks for parenting.
Right.
I know there are handbooks. They can't possibly cover all the scenarios. Well, we're going to start with orientation, where we're doing the regular orientation for the class coming in 2021. We're also having a mini orientation or reorientation for the class that came in 2020 that didn't have any physical access to the campus. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing we're going to do. And everything that was open before the pandemic will be available to the last year's class. Wow, so that question kind of assumes that you have to separate higher ed from your discipline, in my case, engineering. I actually did quite a bit of engineering as a professor and a researcher, published hundreds of papers and got lots of research funding and won some awards and got patents and all those things. A lot of that research funding was in collaboration with industry sponsors. So it wasn't like I wasn't able to do engineering as a professor. And I don't think you should have that misconception that you have to pick one or the other. I still consider myself an engineer, and I still have a PhD student. I have one PhD student left, and I, still do some work on that side. I have some pursuits that I have in engineering. So I know the question was asking why pick one or the other, but I didn't really pick one or the other. That was Thursday Thoughts for this week, Aggies. Continue to stay healthy and safe, and go Ags.